Hey there, I am Ginger Seamus. I'm the founder and owner of 7 Core Wellness. I'm Master Personal and Trainer Coach, and back with you with another 10-ish minute workout. Today's workout is core focus, completely core focus. So we're focusing from here to here. So we've got work that's going to help with those deep transverse abdominis muscles, our obliques, and also our glutes and hamstrings. That's all part of our core. So how this works, if you're not familiar with my 10-ish minute workouts, how this works is I'm going to first review the moves that we're going to be doing so that you know how to do them in really good form, so when we get to the workout, you are ready to go. After that, we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up, and then we'll be jumping into our core workout, our core 10-minute workout. And how is it 10 minutes? Well, it's interval based. It is 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 15 times. That equals 10 minutes. We have 5 different moves. One of them does have a right and a left, but 5 total exercises that we will be repeating 3 times, all right? So if you are familiar with these moves, as you look at them and say, hey, I know how to do these, then skip ahead to the warm-up, and then we will and get started there. Otherwise, come and continue to join me as we go for the core. So this is all body weight, no equipment needed whatsoever. And first, what we're going to be starting in is in elbow plank pop-ups. So you're going to be in down on your belly, and we're going to talk about how to be in a really good elbow plank. So elbows are right underneath your shoulders, kind of railroad tracks with your arms. I'd rather you not bring your hands in and internally rotate your shoulders, but railroad tracks with your arms. Your eyes are looking ahead. You're not hanging your head. You're going to have your feet together. And then what you're going to do is you can first kind of come up to your knees, and you might be where knees is where you need to be at. Okay? Like on your toes, plank is too challenging, then you're going to be right here. This is where even when you lift that hip up, I can start feeling my abdominals engaged to support me. And so this might be right where you need to be. What's also real important is that we're not sagging, nor is our butt really up in the air. We want to maintain that our shoulders stay over our elbows. But if we're going to go into a full elbow plank, you're going to pop those knees up. And again, I want you to think about not letting the hips sag, not letting the butt pike up, but keeping your butt neutral, tucking it in a little bit, sort of like not having it out like piped up like this, but like you're shortening the distance between your pelvis and your belly button to really engage those abdominal muscles. So here's a proper plank position. So what are plank pop-ups? So come lower down onto your belly. So what you're going to be doing for these plank pop-ups is that we're going to pop right up into plank for a count of 3, 2, 1. Come back down, relax. Then we're going to pop back up, 3, 2, 1. Come back down and relax. I'll explain why that's really beneficial when we get into the workout. Now, if you're someone who's like the knees is best for you, you're going to pop up to your knees, 3, 2, 1, relax back down. You're going to pop, just bring up that rear, 3, 2, 1, relax, come back down. All right, so that's move number 1. Move number 2, you're going to flip onto your back, and we're going to do some bridges, but toes are going to be up, and you're digging those heels into the ground, okay? Your knees are just in line with hip distance apart, and you're going to be pushing those heels down into the ground, squeezing the glutes and hamstrings, extending out your hips, and then coming back down. And then you're going to bring and squeeze. You feel the squeeze in glutes and hamstrings, and then come back down. So we're going to go up and down. You can have your arms up, or you can have them by your sides. Sometimes with these by your side, you can use the force of your arms to help you. Or you have them up, your leg, glutes, and hamstrings are the only thing doing the work. That's exercise number 2. For exercise number 3, we're going to be doing what's called like a dead bug that has opposite arm, opposite leg extension. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up in a position where you're going to lift your feet up off the ground, knees are over your hips, toes are turned in towards your shin, your arms are straight over your body. Press the spine into the mat or carpet or towel or whatever you're laying on, you're going to take the opposite hand over to the, you take a hand over to the opposite knee. Then you're going to press and fire these two together. You're going to press, feel your core, and then the other limbs are going to be going away from your body. So in, out, and in, out, and in, out, and in. So then you'll switch sides for the next 30 seconds following that, okay? So that's exercise 3 and 4, and then you're gonna flip back over for exercise 5, where we're gonna be doing plank pike ups. So now you're in a full plank with palms underneath your shoulders, toes are together, and you're gonna make sure again, butt's not sagging, butt's not up in the air, good neutral position, and you're gonna be piking the butt up, sort of a downward facing dog, coming back into position of palms over hands. Shoulders over hands, shoulders over palms. You'll be going back and forth, just like that. All right, so those are the 5 moves, okay? All right, so let's get started with some warming up. And what I want you to do is you're gonna get into tabletop position, palms are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and then you're going to round and then over exaggerate your spine. So round the back. So this is like cats and cows, if you're familiar with that move in yoga. Cats and cow position. Good. Cat and cow position. All right, and then just kind of on your back for me. And then what you're gonna do is you're sort of just gonna do like a little bit of opposite, just switching sides, getting ready for when we're doing those other moves, the dead bugs, where we're staying on one side. All right, okay, all right, let's get started with our workout. I'm gonna start this timer. We've got 10 seconds. Get in that elbow plank position. We're gonna get ready for those pop-ups. We're popping up for 3 seconds, coming down. Here we go, pop up, 3, 2, 1, come down, up, 3, 2, 1, and down, 3, 2, 1, down, 3, 2, 1, down, 3, you got 10 seconds to go, 3, 2, 1, let's get one more in, here we go, 3, 2, 1, excellent, flip on your back for those bridges, toes up, heels down, arms up if you would like them to be, don't let the knees cave in, keep them in line with those hips, push down with those heels, and squeeze with the glutes and hamstrings. Get this extra extension in those hips. We're sitting so much, it just feels good to extend out those hips, wake up those glutes and hamstrings. All right, very good. Okay, so now we're going to be doing that dead bug with the squeeze opposite side. So opposite hand, press in. They're fighting each other. You're extending out arm, the opposite arm and leg. Core is about, your core stabilizes you. That's why you will not see crunches or side bends in my core workouts, or period. I don't do them with my clients, because working your core is about doing things where it's having to fire and stabilize you while your hips and shoulders are moving. Whew. Rest for a moment. All right, get ready to go the other side. Okay, here we go. 2, 1, other side. So when you're doing things like crunches and side bends, your spine is not staying neutral. It's bending, it's flexing, it's extending. And that's not trying to create a supportive core. You want to do things where it's challenging. If you're getting tired, take a break. Those hip flexors might be screaming on this other side. 2, 1, woo. All right, very good. Flip over onto your hands for the 5th one. In round 1, we're doing these pike ups. Here we go. Pike up and down. This is a little bit of a nice reprieve a little bit from having the core like constantly having to fire, like in those last moves that we had. We got 10 seconds. Remember, don't let that butt sag. Don't come in here where you're letting your butt sag. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, 1 round done. Let's go into round 2. Elbow plank, get ready. We're doing those pop-ups. I'm going to explain why pop-ups are really good. 2, 1 versus holding. 3, 2, 1. Back down. 3, 2, 1. Pop-ups are more beneficial than, say, just holding a really long time, because when you pop your body up, you have this deep muscle in your core called the transverse abdominis. It's like your corset muscle. And that gets that fire right away to support you, and you need that. Anytime when you're doing something, you need that core to support you. 2, 1. All right, flip over on your back for the bridges. You want that deep corset muscle firing to support you. Support your back, especially when you're having to lift something heavy. We're doing these bridges. Toes are up, heels are down. Squeezing those glutes and hamstrings. Good. Nice. Good. All right, keep squeezing. You don't want to over squeeze and it goes into your lower back. You just want the glutes and hamstrings doing the work. Okay. All right, here we go. Here are the toughest ones, at least to me, for this entire round. Opposite hands fight, pushes against. They push against each other. Now, if you're starting to feel this in your lower back, here's what you need to do. Don't go so low with your leg. Maybe you're just doing a little bit. You're not going as far. That's the modification you need to make. It may be that you just need to hold. Hold and squeeze right here. It may be that you just need to do your arm, or you just need to do your leg. Make those appropriate modifications for you. All right, whew. Oh, relax that for a moment. All right, let's get ready. That 10 seconds doesn't last long. 2, 1, go. Nice. Don't let the back pop up, please. If it's starting to pop up, then I want you to not lower your leg so much, right? That hip flexor might be screaming. That front of this leg might be screaming. This is like a total body core right here. 30 seconds is a long time. Whew, 2, 1, oh, thank goodness. All right, let's flip over into those plank pike ups, kind of plank downward facing dog. All right, back and forth. Good. Again, you're having straight legs, straight arms, straight back. The movement's happening in your shoulders and just in your hips. That's it. You're not rounding at the spine. You're not bending at the knees. 2, 1. All right, thank goodness. Round 2 is done. Let's go into round 3. You're on our elbows for these plank pop-ups. Roto tracks with your arms. Come up. Remember, you can do that inversion up on your knees, back down, and up. 3, 2, 1. And up. You can do the version on your knees where you just come, lift your rear up. You're right here. Feel that core. I feel my core engage when I do that. If you're starting again to feel it in your back and you're not really feeling that good in core engagement, you might be just right here. All right, we got 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, flip over. The ridges, yes, glutes, hamstrings, that all part of your core, part of supporting you. Good. All right. I'm a fan of core period. My clients, we start with core at the beginning of our workout. We do a warm-up, mobility moves, and then core before we go into the workout. So the core is primed and ready to go. So if you are one of these ones that, hey, I've got time for core plus something else, do your core first. All right, flip over. No, excuse me, don't flip over. What are we doing? We got those, I guess I wanted to flip over. We got these Deadbugs. Press that hand into that leg. Let the others extend. So yes, if you are one that's got time, I'm going to do 2 10-minute workouts. Start with the core first, one, and then do one of the other mini 10-minute workouts I have for you. This is the first core one, but I've got a lot planned. You have no idea how many core workouts that I have actually planned to do. One, at this point I think it's like over 15. So they will gradually come out. The other thing is too, is I recommend not necessarily doing 2 core. Core is, these are pretty intense. This is gonna work your core a lot. And I would only do 1 10-minute core workout instead of like 2 back-to-back or repeating this twice. Sometimes I encourage that with some of my other workouts. And hey, if you got time, repeat this one. I say if you got time for another 10-minute workout, pick something else. Pick something else. All right. Whew. Oh. 2, 1. All right, we are got last 30 seconds in this round, in this entire workout. Full plank. Let's do those pike ups. 2, 1. Good. Straight arms, straight legs, straight back. Good stopping point. No sagging in the hips, because if you sagged in the hips, that means that your back is not straight. You're coming back to having your palms underneath your shoulder. We got 10 seconds remaining and we're completely done. Great job, folks. 2, 1. Yes. Great job for getting that 10-minute workout in. These 10-minute workouts are worth it. It's all about creating consistency. Whew, and these core ones, man, my core is ready and fired up. All right, guys, let me know what you think in comments below. Be sure to subscribe so you know when future videos are coming out. And if there's any way that I can help you in your fitness and nutrition journey, please definitely reach out to me at 7corewellness.com. And I wish you nothing but the best for your health and wellness.